guess what? I'm back and so is the Hyper. I've got my bike back. Let me explain what I mean. E-bikes, hate those bloody things. Yes, I'm back. Well, rather the Hyper's back. I've gone back to the stock exhausts. I gave the S1s a real go. I really did. I commuted in them. I did lots of, twisty rides with them. And I decided to, when I took the bike in for its first service, to put the stock exhaust back on. And boy, oh boy, am I glad I did. Now, when I did my video, the day that I put the SC Projects S1s on the bike, I was like, oh, how cool is this? And in that short blast I did, I was pretty happy. They were chunky and thumpy and they had presence and deep tone. And I was like, yes. And so many people online had said that doing the cans on the Hyper significantly changed the character of the bike. And when they said that, they meant, I assume, in a positive, meaningful way. Well, firstly, they most definitely changed the character of the bike. That part of the statement is absolutely 100% correct. And having lived with those S1s for a week and a half and done plenty of Ks and different types of rides with them, I can tell you, they definitely changed the character of the bike for the worse. For the worst. More worser. For the worser. Let me explain why. Ever heard that phrase, don't meet your heroes? It's a bit like that. Like, I was pumped to get the S1s. I was super pumped to put them on. And then they just left me completely numbed. Like, they robbed the bike of its essential character. The character that makes this machine so cool and enjoyable and fun to ride was gone. Overnight, it became a droney, dark, noisy machine that when you were on the throttle and enjoying the creamy torquery of the bike, all of that experience, all that visceral experience was taken away by the aural cacophony, if I can call it that, the mess that was created by the sound waves. So all that enjoyable sort of chuckability of the bike was overwhelmed by that exhaust. And look, I've spoken to a few other YouTubers who have done various different exhaust solutions on this bike, and many of them actually say to me that the S1s, of all the different exhausts they tried, including full systems, was kind of the best solution. Well, if that's the case, my experimentation with exhausts and pipes on this baby, my experimentation is over. The way this thing is from the factory works. Now, look, the main reason I went with cans was because the idle, when you first turn the bike on, it's actually quite a lame idle. And you turn your bike on, you want to be like, oh yeah, but it was kind of, And then of course once you get on it though, it's cool. Like the sound and the exhaust sound now, you can't pick up through the mics, but in the real world, it's really good, and it suits this bike. And it's not a high pitched tractor sound. It's a nice, mid-range sound, and it suits the bike, and it just goes with the package, right? And enables you to enjoy your senses, to enjoy all that is on offer on this machine. So on YouTube there's some great videos showing various exhaust options, and I went for the SC Projects based on a particular video that man, the guy's riding around his suburban street on the bike. Sounded sick. I was like, oh yeah. And look, in those short bursts, showing off the bike on a short video in front of your mates, on the street, whatever. Yeah, sick. Looks good. Sounds good. Sounds awesome. You know, lots of bang, bang, bangs and pops and farts and all that shit. But to live with on a commute or on a twisty road on a weekend, they're not cool. Not cool at all, and really rob you of so much of the other sensory kind of things that this bike gives you. It's a finely tuned package. It is what it is for a reason, and if I were you, if you bought this bike and you're thinking about putting a bike on it, here's my advice to you. Don't do it. Unless you like just a thumpy drone in your ears all the time and having to wear earplugs all the time, and that slight ringing of your ears when you get off it, and the sound overwhelming all of the other experiences on a motorcycle. If that's your thing, go for it. But it's perfect. The stock system is perfect. I just wish it was a little louder on idle. Nothing we can do about that, I don't think, but it's otherwise perfect. And I went back and watched some of my own videos, of the motorcycle in stock form, comparing it to, you know, my modified videos. And even when you do that back-to-back comparison, you listen really carefully. You close your eyes and don't read the message on the screen about which is stock and which is not. You will hear one sound that is sweet and just kinda, yeah, works, and another that is low and shit. And that was the modified exhaust. Now, I know there are lots of different options, you know, S1s are only one, but the general concept of making the exhaust louder and thumpier on this, nah, don't do it. It's my advice. Save yourself the $1,800 plus the time to fit them, and don't do it. So I'm rapt to have my bike back. I feel I've got that cool character back. Can't wait to go out on the twisties again in it and not be overwhelmed by that sound all the time. Now, I'm not against modifying exhaust. I've done it on many bikes. In fact, my my M1000R has an SC Projects pipe, and I love it. Suits that bike. Okay, so for the right application and with the right sort of overall result around, you know, the sensors, then exhausts can be fine. But look, I have got form. I put a Brook system on my S1000 RR and drove it out of the mechanic, and then round the block once, took it back and said take it off. Did the same with my Audi RS4, put a racing system on that, drove it halfway home, took it back, said take it off. And that's because there does come a point in time where the balance of the oral experience is out of whack, and that was the case on all of those examples, including the S1s on this. So there you go, that's my conclusion. Short video. I just wanted to explain myself. I'm back on the stocks, love it. Wish they looked better, but anyway, it is what it is. And I couldn't be happier. So there you go, for those of you wondering. And there's plenty of people out there who disagree with me and tell me I'm you know, whatever. That's fine, I don't care. Anyway, that's what I got for you. See you later.